So, new FiveM server, new FiveM racing server. I'm talking to Noxus and Jam. Who are you guys? How did this all come about? What do you do on the server? Give me all the info.
Oh man, this is a lot to take in at once.
Well, we can take it step by step. What do you guys do?
So, I'm Noxus and I do programming. That's my whole life and hobby and free time and non-free time. So I basically programmed the whole server, more or less.
Like the sort of insomniac role on Project Homecoming.
Sure.
So, sorry if I like tried to make sense of like by you to you. That's like my only reference of how these things come up. So I might need to like just say things like that just to get some sort of reference point of how these things work. And, so that's what I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an inevitable comparison.
Yeah. And Jam, what's your deal?
I do mainly vehicle modeling, but then I'm also a jack of all trades. Sometimes I do a bit of programming, do a bit of server management and stuff. But
okay.
That's pretty much it.
Cool. And am I right in saying that? Am I right in saying that this came about as a breakaway from Project Homecoming?
More or less. As some of you may know, most of us used to be staff on Homecoming, but through reasons that maybe some of you
what
know,
a scumbag!
We gave up on that project. And after a few months of being given up on that project, I was like, you know what? Let's just do it ourselves. And so we did.
Okay. So you kind of had your own vision that was different, and you wanted to go for your own thing.
Well, it was more we wanted to just have more finer control over what we did.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. I can get that.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good, and there doesn't have to be an either-or situation. We can have 2, 3, 500 racing servers and enjoy them all for what they are and the differences that they bring. So I'm all for it.
The competition also increases productivity, I find, because we want to beat each other. That's just how it is.
Yeah, you want to make a better product.
Yeah, exactly. So innovation comes out of competition.
Yeah, good stuff. So you guys are sort of in the earlier stages in comparison. You've been working on. Obviously, you were working with them, and now you've started up something new. So you're sort of less far along.
So we've been working on it for like 2 years less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like where would you say you're at? Are you still in sort of like a work in progress kind of situation, or is it like fully realized but now you're wanting to get extra bits in? Or
the nature of programming is there's never a fully realized state.
Okay.
You're always working on it. We've been at a point for a while now where we're happy where it is and where it's going.
Yeah.
The big thing right now is that we only really have 3 game modes, and we want to add many more.
Right.
Like many more.
So it's more about getting the more things to do. You've actually got the base sort of there.
Yeah. So right now we have circuit, sprint, and rallycross, and coming up down the line is the next thing that's coming for sure is multi-class circuit.
Mm-hmm.
That's been wanted for a long time by a lot of people, so I'm gonna get that done soon. We're also gonna get regular rally. I have an idea for a game mode that I want to call Mania. That's basically like, you know how in Trackmania multiplayer you get like 100 people all in the same starting spot on the same sprint track, and they all have basically no collision, and they all just go for the fastest times possible.
I see.
One button to restart.
I see.
And then also, Cannonball, of course. And I want to add a bunch of like the classic multiplayer vehicle game modes, like from Midnight Club and stuff, like Tag and Capture the Flag and Virus and that kind of stuff, just for fun.
Yeah. Cool. So what would you say is like the main the ethos of the server? Like what's your do you have like a specific thing that you would say you're aiming to be
Fun.
Okay.
When we're working on the server, I try to make it really user-friendly, very clean, and fun. Um, I
The main. Sorry,
enjoy
go.
adding features a lot. So, here, I'm just gonna go ahead and... No, we'll wait, sorry.
So
Mainly, we
yeah,
want to be community focused. So, with the features that have already been added, they were voted on by the community.
okay.
So, what order they want the features added is what Noxus tends to follow.
Okay.
Yeah, for everybody
and
that joins our Discord, we have a Discord channel that's called Community Choice, and in there I will put basically a vote for what I should work on next, and there's like 30 items in there that you can vote on. The one currently in there is a little bit old, because I'm still working on the multi-class that was voted on from that, but there'll be more in there.
Cool. So we're still like the server is still a racing server, so it's it's going to be proper racing, just with different game modes and different ways to do that. I'm guessing, and some fun stuff mixed in.
Yes.
All right. I think that's a good basis. Let's what do you guys suggest? I'm at your service. You guys can show me around.
Okay, so first of all, we call this a new FiveM racing server. We've been around for our first year anniversary is coming up kind of soon. It's been around the block a bit.
Okay.
Let's see. So first things first. Let's just get through all the basics. To menu, it's the same keybinds you're used to more or less, except it's F7 on the keyboard, but you can also access it via the controller by holding down select or the back on an Xbox controller. Just hold that down for a second, the menu will pop up. So you could do everything on the server completely via the controller. You don't need to use the keyboard unless you want to chat.
That is very helpful to me, because I need to use my keyboard for the other PC, and switching between them is a pain sometimes. So this is helpful.
It's helpful for a lot of people. I don't know many people that enjoy having to reach off of their controller mid-race to respawn. So if you go to vehicle in the menu, you'll see a mods menu.
Yep.
And well, in there you could just do all your normal mods as you see fit. But if we want to skip ahead to the fun part, if you go down to neons.
Vehicle neon kits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and apply some neon.
Okay.
And on the bottom you'll see neon style.
Style static. Blink. Ooh. Look at this. We got RGB car neons. And then you can change the speed.
We got Midnight Club neons up in here.
Look at this.
I skipped over a whole thing here to get to this because I was so excited about this. So also in the menu, going back to what I said before, is we're really all about customization. I really want to make things as configurable as possible so people can have the experience that they want to have. So in the menu you'll find a settings menu, and in there you'll find a whole bunch of different options for the UI and UI basically.
Settings, position theme, Grand Touring, Street King, Classic. Oh wow, okay, so you can basically customize every part of the UI.
Yes, individually.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Right align menu or left. See, thought about everything. Everything, even for plebs like me who have to, either move my camera or move, I can just move the menu. Perfect. See, I like that aspect of being able to just customize every option on the UI to your own needs. Like, it just makes so much sense. Is it law friendly, by the way? That was a question I
Yes.
wanted. Yeah, okay.
Yes, asterisk.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
asterisk. Okay.
We'll get to
For
the
instance-
asterisk in a minute.
All right. Okay.
The car that you're stood in front of is not technically law friendly because it's basically a clone of an F2 car.
No, Jam, he's not supposed to know that.
Oh my god, no.
It's a lore
But
friendly
yeah,
formula car, don't worry about it.
it's basically got law friendly logos on it, but because it's a spec car in real life, I thought, I'd rather just clone the car to make it look right.
It's to be technically law friendly. It would have to have some differences or like combinations with another car or something like that. I'm guessing.
Yeah, and see when you start mixing spec car cars together, it kind of comes out as like this weird hodgepodge.
Yeah.
Also, the handling for the car is not yet final because we're running an older game version.
Okay.
So what eventually I'm going to do is add the no drop suspension open wheelless flag to that car.
Okay. Yeah.
And that will fix a lot of the issues that the car currently has. Because currently you're driving the street spec, and that is meant to be no curb boost and a lot slower. So it's mainly for street tracks, and then we have a track spec version which is for something that you will see very soon.
Okay. The Antara
But,
FT01. It's very fast.
It is very fast in that current iteration, yes.
Yeah.
But on
890 miles an hour, 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But it
So
won't.
the
It's not going to do that. When?
Yeah, the whole ethos with the car was to basically have it skill based, so removing curb boosts, increasing the flywheel weight so it accelerates a lot slower, so getting a good exit from corners is way more important.
Cool.
And that's what I really wanted for that car.
Okay.
But if you also pop into first person, Noxus has done some magic on the steering wheel as well.
Look at this. Is this real?
I'll let Noxus explain that actually.
That is entirely real, and it functions perfectly well. If you do a hot lap or a race with this, every single thing on that steering wheel works.
Wow.
And in fact,
all the lap
first
times,
race,
best lap, last lap, then the lap counter. You've got your speed, your gear. The lights slide up as you go to change gear. Position counters on there. RPM. Holy moly. Tire type: super soft, ultra soft, intermediate, wet, extreme wet. Oh, the not only the colors change, but the intermediates look like intermediates, and the wets look like wets.
Yes, I'm sad to say I spent 2 days on those tires.
That's really cool, though. Did they actually have any functional like effect, or is it just for visuals?
Not yet, but I have an idea that I want to pitch to Noxus. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Right, so this is the 8th Gear server. You've got the Discord. So there's the servers. What were you saying? Details.
So you go to details on EU2. You'll see there's
interactive map of where people are. Car track. This is all live.
Yep. And when a race starts as well, it'll pop up with a social club style point-to-point track map, and you'll see everyone racing around it. You'll also get a timing screen that'll change on the left as well with positions, etc.
Okay. And then the car lists with all the classes. Lap times, race results. It's all here. Cool.
Pretty much every option you can set in a race: time, weather, car, individual car choice. You can set.
Oh, what a scumbag!
The voting system also has. It's not a definitive winner gets hosted. It's on a weight-based system, so it takes all the votes and then calculates a percentage of what votes and then gives it that % chance to be hosted on that specific thing. It's so that people can't just chip in with a load of players and take over completely. People still have a voice.
Okay.
It's very
so
much
even if there's like one person wanting one track over another, then there's still a % chance that track will get chosen. Ooh, in the arena. Wait. Is that screen over there?
Wait for it. Wait for it.
That's
Oh, what a
like
scumbag.
replaying my. No.
There it is.
No.
I think I actually heard that penny drop then.
Oh, it's the stream. Okay. That was unexpected.
Okay, nobody crashed the server.
Make sure
Alright.
your voice your thingy is set to the right setting as well.
Wait till
The start sound. Oh,
That's
okay.
too late. We'll see.
1 light,
Nobody
2
crashed.
lights,
Oh.
3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's go, go, go!
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I love that. Murray Walker. That's why the setting is called the legend himself for the start sound. That's excellent. I love that start sound. Racing in the arena. So, is everybody in this race seeing, like, my stream in the arena as well?
Yes.
I initially
Yep.
thought it was just like whatever I'm seeing is being showed on the screens as well, but I didn't realize it was the stream.
We can basically make it display anything we want,
Right.
but for this event we thought the stream would be the most fitting thing.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I have an idea for like events that if say we had like, a commentated event where somebody's a broadcaster doing commentary on it and they're switching between views, we have that on the screens. That'd be really cool.
That would be really cool.
Or otherwise, we can just have like really anything. We can have just a generic leaderboard or whatever, or just any video or animation you want.
Yeah.
I have an animation ready to go after the stream to switch to.
Aww. Yeah, obviously because we're on a European server. Where was the EU server 2 located again, did you say?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. So that's like right close to, you know, it's just across the pond for me. Across the sea. So I'm noticing pretty much no lag bubble, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm noticing the biggest lag bubble I've ever had.
Yeah, because you're in the US.
Yep. Oh, did I only set 2 laps? That's my bad.
And then it brings up the finishing order automatically. Very nice. It's nice to be having a race in the arena. I mean, the screens just add to it. That's just something extra as well. That adds to the feeling of being in here, but it's just nice to be in the arena without that crazy crowd noise that you get on vanilla GTA. And just having a proper race around here. The screens are crazy good.
I'm really happy with them. It makes it look so much like more interesting in here.
Imagine a Race of Champions style event, and like, yeah, you've got the one commentator with multiple views, or like looking down on it, and then that's being showcased on the screens for people who are racing to see as well as they go past. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So, is this one of the other asterisks?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is another one of those law-friendly asterisks.
Yes. This asterisk is has a black outline and is cell shaded.
1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights,
This
4
starting
lights,
sound is so
5
good.
lights. And it's go, go, go!
Remember, I'm American. Please stay away from me.
Mario Kart in GTA.
No abusing the curbs, anyone as well.
The UI is really clean, I keep saying it, but I just like it, it's just nice. Like Gran Turismo, it's like Gran Turismo in GTA. It's like, this is just a mix of so many different racing games in GTA.
Honestly, my original vision for like the UI was just to parody everything. So like we have options that are currently in Grand Touring, and that guy went flying off that jump. we have Grand Touring and Street King, and I wanted to just have like a whole bunch of different parodies, like, you know, whatever else, Need for Speed Games, Midnight Club, whatever.
Right.
Even the loading screen, I wanted to have it be a random option of different parodies. So like the original loading screen that you may have seen before was like a parody of Gran Turismo 5, I believe,
Right.
with the wireframe Mercedes. And we wanted to do like, you know, parodies of everything from Midnight Club to Blur to what have you, old Need for Speeds, all of this stuff. But it's a lot of work and nobody did it, so we just have this very nice one and
Yeah.
a very cool animated loading screen.
I mean, I think
Yeah, it's this.
at least you know, the Gran Turismo. I mean, I obviously haven't checked out the Need for Speed UI yet, but the Gran Turismo UI, it is clean and it's been largely the same from what I can remember when I used to play Gran Turismo games for a long time. Like it works for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah, it is just it works nice. It's nice. The timings they update every checkpoint, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm only just sort of starting to look at stuff like that now. Did I miss a checkpoint? I think I missed a checkpoint by doing that jump.
Checkpoints are unforgivable. Or unforgiving, my bad. They
I did.
really don't want you to cut the track anywhere.
Yeah, don't cut the corners. We did a time trial on this track, so they're really stringent.
Okay.
And also going back to, because the server ethos is basically because why not? It's, if you want to do something, just do it because it's fun.
Okay. Why not? I see no issues with this whatsoever.
Back when we were
Nonsense.
doing the time trial on this track, we were messing around and brought the formula on here, and it's actually really fun. You don't really need to brake so much, you just let off for the turns right, and you can get really good lap times, and it's really fun.
You can get really good air time off that jump as well.
That's not the intended use, sir. Alright, race etiquette, people.
Oh
race
my
etiquette.
god, this is going to be an absolute carnage.
Race etiquette.
Alright, so I've got new UI now. And new sounds. Oh, yeah, the Gran Turismo UI I think is definitely better.
It's definitely the more popular one,
Yeah.
but there are people who really like Pro Street, that really like having the Pro Street theme.
Okay.
And like we've been saying, everything is very modular, so it's very not that difficult to add more UIs. If anybody out there is good with HTML and CSS and stuff and wants to design a UI, get in touch.
Oh, I got a blue flag notification. Then it immediately disappeared.
Because you pulled away. So the trigger for
Oh, I got it again.
the trigger for blue flags is if there is somebody a lap ahead of you within 2 checkpoints behind you.
Okay.
Or well, within 2 checkpoints and a number of seconds.
Okay, so CW19s on the Mario Kart circuit is just kind of ridiculous, isn't it?
It's fun though.
It is fun. I'm not gonna take that away from you. It is pretty fun.
Exactly. Well, here at Atheater, we like to ask why not.
Yeah. Speed. Yeah, that,
CW.
it's kind of intoxicating a little bit having such a fast car on such a track.